Welcome to Subramani. Yesterday, while I was doing a show with ET Now, I got a query which we could not take up on the show itself, but it's an interesting query. One person was asking for a retiree who wants to live off a corpus, which is a best mutual fund product. His question was, will a basic risk-free, riskless BAF balance advantage fund do the trick? Because what all did he want from the fund? He wanted regular income, efficient taxation, good CAGR for the fund to grow in corpus so that it is inflation adjusting for withdrawal, and this is about all. So there is no single product in the mutual fund industry which allows you to do a SWP without worrying about the base total asset fluctuating, because you are asking for an answer for retirement, and that my answer could be for 30, 40, 50 years. I don't know. There is no mention here. So if the person is 45, 50 and he wants all this from one fund, it's not available, but it is available for a 90-year-old. This is very odd, because the 90-year-old has to worry less about inflation. Assuming he'll live another 5 years, for 5 years you can easily manage by keeping the money in any fund, and as long as it is more than 3 years old, it will be tax efficient, and that's the most tax efficient you can get. You cannot convert, you cannot do anything else, right? You have converted income to capital gain, therefore you are on a lesser bracket. With indexation and with the age above 90, good chance that their total income may not be too high, unless of course there is a very good index pension. So you have some leeway there. But will the base capital itself, will the corpus itself fluctuate? Of course it will fluctuate. So would I suggest this for with a single fund for a 60-year-old? Answer is no. The 60-year-old has to put it in a bucket and slowly transfer money from equity to debt, because you are no great. You're transferring only because you want to reduce your ratios. But will a single fund be available for an 80-year-old? Arguably yes. For a 90-year-old, surely yes. So the answer is very different depending on the age of the person and the understanding of that person, the suitability of for the person to do it, right? It takes all this into account before one has to answer. It's not a simple did or a da and say, oh, okay, put money in this XYZ balance advantage fund and life is taken care of. That's not true. Balance advantage fund performance now is looking great because 70% of the money is in equity. When equity does badly, would they have already removed money from equity during good times and keep it in debt? No, they will not do it, because then when they are being peer compared, they don't look too good. So it will not be this will not be done. So yes, you go for a multi-asset fund, you go for some equity fund, you go for a balance advantage fund, and hopefully over every 5 years you should be able to reduce the number of funds and reduce the complexities. So at 65 you may have a little more complicated portfolio, but at 75 you may have decided, or your IFA may have decided, that you don't need so much of variety. So he may have come down to one annuity, one pension which you are already getting, and one liquid fund, one index fund, right? So that simplicity can happen. But is there one fund which is available from where you can withdraw for the rest of your life, available at 60? No, not yet designed in India. If there was a 30-year target date fund, I would have suggested that. Sorry, such a solution is currently at least not available in India. Your financial advisor has to create it. Creating is possible because all the tools are there, but no ready-made solution is available, or no single ready-made fund is available from where you can withdraw tax efficiently and capital gains and everything. All cannot be there in one instrument that you buy, but all these features should be there in your total portfolio. In your total portfolio, you should be able to achieve all this. Thank you.